You see what is stamped on my t-shirt? Mercato is crazy. And we'll speak about the total crazy name, the one of Victor Gyokeres. Is it true? Is it not true? What about the rumors? What about the situation between him and the club? Are there really serious chances for the Bianconeri to go for the Swedish striker? This and much more in today's video. Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel, I hope you're all doing well. Guys, I tell you, since today's I am super thrilled, I am excited, I'm shaking, it's quite difficult to keep focus on one thing. I have so many things to do because as announced yesterday on Instagram, on the YouTube community post, in Telegram and also here with a video, I will be honored to work together with Juve there in USA from the 14th until the 26th. I can't wait. So many beautiful things that are there. Yesterday, so many messages on all the different platforms. Thank you for the congratulations. For Beppe, you deserve it. Beppe, we can't wait. Beppe, that will be super. Beppe this, Beppe that. But also a lot of questions. And there are some that I want to answer. I tell you, I don't have yet all the details. I know the cities like Boston, Washington, Philadelphia, and Orlando. I don't know in the betweens. But my first stop, take it, put it in your agenda, will be in Boston because Juventus is organizing in the different cities J villages, some bigger, some a bit more smaller, but J villages with a lot of activation. There will be fan engagement activations, there will be DJ set, there will be legends of the club that will be there also present. There will be Adidas, DAZN, Prime, Jeep, really beautiful events in Boston. The address, I will put it here on screen so that you can watch it. It will be open from 10 a.m. in the morning until 4 p.m. in the afternoon. You don't have, and that's a really great news, to be member or to be a JOFC. You can go there, you can talk with the different presidents, you can become a member of JOFC if you want to, but you can go there, feeling the Bianconeri vibes, and I can't wait to meet a lot of you. So guys, if you're around Boston and if you can free yourself up a bit, that's the place to be. I can't wait to see you there because now we speak about Juventus Football Club that starts that World Cup in today. We know it. The first game will be played on the 18th there in USA, the 19th in the night here in Belgium and Italy. Then we go towards the second game against Wydad and then the third game against Manchester City. The team will travel on the 14th as well to be there locally. I can't wait to see how the players will travel. We have the list. And I will tell you the special things that we noticed in the list in a second. But first of all, I'm asking you to support the channel with comments, with likes. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you didn't yet, because now we start with the visit of John Elkann yesterday in La Continassa before the team leaving. He spoke to Tudor, to Giorgio Chiellini, to Damien Comolli, to Ferrero, to the players that were there present, to Adic, we saw in the video, to Bremer. Beautifully spoke to all of them, and of course, the most alert one, they saw that special tie of John Elkann where the web was discussing about what a tie, what a beautiful piece of collection, a tie that it will celebrate 40 years old next year in 2026. It was actually a tie made for all the international competition that we won, the first club to win all of them. Yesterday he showed it. And I believe it's not a coincidence that yesterday John Elkann decided to go with that one. Because of course he's telling us that's a new competition. Nobody won it. If we can be the one that are fighting to try to win that trophy as well, to add or maybe to create a new tie, looking at all the reaction of the people that loved it, well, we would think about it. We would do it. So don't go on holiday. Don't go there just for fun. Go and try to win that competition. Are we favorite? Let's be honest, we are not favorite. But also yesterday, he was there to probably congratulate Igor Tudor, and I think it's a fantastic, beautiful thing that Damien Comolli and team did, not only announcing it verbally, but also starting to really discuss about the contract, a contract that will probably be signed before traveling. So it's between today and tomorrow. An Igor Tudor that will see that penalty of 1 million to free himself, that Juve could free himself from the coach, 1 million gone. It's away, it's over, with a contract extension for 1 more year until 2027, a salary of 2.5 million. Look, blah, 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 now facts. And that's what Juventus started to do. Again, we will have the time to speak about Tudor. Was it a great choice? Is it a great choice or not? One thing that I already anticipate you in terms of how I will judge is after the Club World Cup, I will judge Igor Tudor in a total different way, because he will not be anymore that caretaker, the act of love, jumping in the car and joining Juventus immediately with a 10-14 hours of driving. That will not be how we will judge Igor. We will judge him as a real coach, a coach of Juventus Football Club, where he had the entire preparation, where he also had a mercato with some of his requests that will be fulfilled, some not, we know it, but that will be a total different dimension for the Croatian coach that he want to embrace, and I want to be correct in judging him like I judge all the other coaches of Juve. Another fact, instead of words, is the contract extension of Nicolo Savona, that at the moment is not official by Juve, but Romeo Agresti, Il Bianconero already confirmed it. He will sign until 2030. I can't wait for the official announcement in the next few hours. So bravo Nicolo. That surprised a lot of us, especially the people that never watched the next gen, with his 2 goals against Verona, against Udinese, with important role from the next gen player, probably the one that played the most. As a 4-man defense, as a right back, he played in the 3-man defense on the right, he played on the left, he played even a game as a center back in that 3-man defense. Congratulations to him. If we are speaking about youth, if we are speaking about Juventinità, if we are speaking about people that we want to see grow to nice investments, Italian people, Nicolo Savona is one of these examples. Of course, he needs to do better. But with a contract, a real contract until 2030, I can't wait to also continue to see him developing. I will not go through all the list of the players that have been called up to go to USA. I can already tell you a few things. 35 players have been called up. You will tell me, 35? That's nearly 3 teams. That's more than 3 teams. Actually, why so many people? Look, I believe it's logic and it makes sense. Tudor, he says, all together, we go and we have all the same schedule. Not some people that are training in Torino, some people that are already going on holiday, and then they start anticipating the comeback a bit early. No, we go together, we go with the same training session, with the same intensity, with the same vision, with the same way of football that I want to already put on these players that will be there, even players that will leave, because Calcio Mercato, the crazy one, will start again on the 1st of July, but we all go together. When we will be eliminated, or when we go all in and win that cup, playing 7 games, depending, we all come together, we start the holidays all together, and we start the season all together again. And I think it's really smart also to integrate these young players that possibly could be reinforcement in case of need next season, to get to know them a bit better, because we know with the time at disposal of Igor was not a lot. What is surprising for some people is that Perin, Miretti and Facundo Gonzalez are not on the list. I can reassure you, the 3 is because of the reason that they were injured. The other 2 players that have not been called up is Thiago Jalò and Arthur, and there it's not because of injury, but the message has been sent. Ragazzi, you don't come. You need to look for a team immediately, because even if you are still there on 31st of August, you will not be reintegrated in the team. That's the message that we want to send to all of you. Who will be there? Gleison Bremer, super, even if he will not play, I can tell you that, but feeling already, being there, working together, understanding the coach from there, being close to him is a good news. Milik will be there, Rugani will be there, Kostic will be there, Dusan Vlahovic will be there, because there were some rumors or question, will he be called up or not? If Juventus want to put a bit of pressure on him, he's there as well. And then 9 young players, 2 goalkeepers and 7 field players, Angele, Dafare, Gilpucce, Owusu, Pietrelli, that just was made permanent by Juve, Nicolo Kudryk, Mancini, Stefano Turco, and Garofani are the 9 players that will join the team also in USA. Can we go to the big topic, to Gyokeres? We can go to Gyokeres. If you didn't yet, like the video, subscribe to the channel, because I tell you what is happening. Juventus is really interested in the player. I would love to forget to go to the next one, because I know when you start falling in love with these players, looking at highlights, when you are starting to go on transfer market, look at the career, you are starting to, you see, you imagine, you start making it real, and then it doesn't happen, and then you are pissed off. Then you are not happy, then it's not good. Like we did for some coaches a few weeks ago. So it's true that I would love to go to a next one, but Juventus is really there. What is happening in this situation? Sporting, they told him, black on white, with a contract, okay, that's the salary, that's the length of contract, you have a clause of 100 million euro. Some people told me that big journalists in the last few months said that that clause has been decreased to 60 million euro. I told you here during the live, during the videos, I never heard about that information. From what I know, it's not correct information. So what is coming out now that indeed on that one I was right, the clause has not been decreased. It's still the same clause of 100 million euro. So if there is a club that goes 100 million euro, the player is from that club, if of course the player accepts. But what was the verbal promise? And it was a verbal promise from Sporting that for 65 million euro this summer, if a club would have been there, he could leave and they would have accepted it. The problem is that Sporting changed their mind. And they said it yesterday publicly. The player doesn't go away for 60 plus 10 of bonus. We will not ask 100 million euro like the clause, but not for 60 plus 10. So we expect much more. The player is furious. The player is pissed off with Sporting. Why? Because probably he already knows that there is a club that made an offer of 60 plus 10. Probably when Sporting is saying we will not accept 60 plus 10, it's maybe because there was that first offer of a club that they promised to the player, but they changed their mind. So if really it was, and why do I believe a bit in that interest from Juve? If really it was Arsenal, do you think that Arsenal has a problem to give 70? Do you believe that Arsenal has promised to give 80? If that's their priority target, if that's the player that they want, no problem. 80, is that what you want? Here, 80 million euro. On the other side, Juventus, yes, they would have difficulties if 60 plus 10 of bonus is what they can possibly agree with. And they want 80, then we have a problem, because 80 is maybe not in the initial parameters of Juve, especially with the situation Dusan Vlahovic that still need to be fixed. So do I believe that Juventus made that offer? I don't know, honestly. But it looks more like a Juve offer than an Arsenal offer. And that's maybe also why the player is pissed off, because he already found an agreement with the club. He wants to go there, and Sporting changed their mind. So what will happen? We'll have to monitor it. Guys, to speak Luca Monblano language in percentages, how much do I believe that it will happen? 3.85. Not much more than that, because I don't want to. But I also don't want to say it's at 0%. So let's follow up. I tell you, there is one player that can change the cards there. And it is Šeško. For what reason? Because his club, Leipzig, they didn't give the green light yet to Arsenal to go for the player. So they are waiting for other offers, maybe one from Saudi Arabia. If the player accepts Saudi Arabia with a huge big salary, etc., he can go there. And that means that Arsenal is obliged to look for a striker, and Gyokeres could be there. If they accept the offer of Arsenal for Šeško, he could be there. They don't need a striker anymore, and it could possibly be a bit more easier for Juve to go for maybe a 70 million euro offer. Let's see. Let's monitor that, but Šeško is extremely important, decisive maybe, like also Dusan Vlahovic. Dusan Vlahovic will go to the Club World Cup, as told you earlier, but there are a lot of interest. And the interest from Milan is real for the Serbian striker. Matteo Moretto is confirming it. Milan is interested in the player, but also Gianluca Di Marzio, also there. Information about the player. They have no problem to play the value of the player, 25, 30 million euro, also with all what they are cashing in. Musa, Renders, probably Theo Hernandez, and much more. So they have absolutely no problem. Then the problem is his salary. He has a really huge salary that is out of proportion for Italy, also for Milan. So big problem there. If they can renegotiate, if Dusan is open to reduce it, which looks strange, no European competition, reducing the salary, maybe it's a bit too much, but that could be also decided for you to save on salary, to cash in, doing a bit of profit, could be an accelerator, a boost. Tutto Sport is explaining us the strategy of Damien Comolli. We will have time to go towards that, how he's working with names, with this, with that. So we'll have time in the next few days to speak about it. Maybe when I come back from USA to speak about the details. One thing that I tell you, he will not go with the same player that he went for when he was at Toulouse. He's obliged to present himself also with a beautiful name. And that's why I believe in a name like Gyokeres. Maybe in names a la Tonali, maybe not Tonali, but one I can nearly be sure that we'll go for one big, huge player there. Then for the other names, I can already anticipate you. When you are monitoring, when you look at it, when you will see the new names, pay attention to the out of the top 5 league names. Pay attention of players between 21 and 25 years. Pay attention to names that probably we never heard here at Juventus. Ragazzi, you told me, Beppe, we also want to see the other first pages, even if they are not speaking about Juve. Well, Corriere dello Sport today, they opened with the genius signature of Kevin De Bruyne. It's crazy in Napoli what is happening there. Kevin De Bruyne is going to Napoli. I don't want to speak too much about it, honestly, but congratulations to them. It's beautiful to see De Bruyne in Italy. And then we have Gazzetta dello Sport speaking about Allegri that is looking for reinforcement. Kivior, ex-target of Juve, and Zinchenko that has been offered to Juve. Juve said no, so Allegri is looking for these players. We told it, Vlahovic as well, Rabiot as well. That looks like he doesn't want to join Milan at the moment. He prefers to stay at Marseille. Let's see. And then the Toto CT. They are looking for the national team coach. There are the names of Mancini for a possible comeback, the one of Gattuso, the name of De Rossi, and now a new entry, the name of Tedesco, that did really bad with the Belgium national team. Ragazzi, if you didn't yet, please put a maximum of like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Grazie, forza. Oh, let me know. Will you be in Boston, yes or no? I want to know. Grazie, forza. Juve. Ciao.